Students, in last lecture we were discussing why political theory is relevant now. So we have discussed 2 points, the first and second. So today we start with our third point. What is third point? As our world changes, we may discover new dimensions of freedom as well as new threats to of freedom. For example, global communication technology is making it easier for activists to network with one another across the world for protecting tribal culture or forest. Now we can see that through the global communication we can connect with one another around the world easily, and it also helps the activists, the human rights activists and the other activists to protect tribal culture or forest. But it also enables terrorists and criminals to network. But on the other hand, at the same time, it helps some activists to connect with one another. On the other hand, it also enables terrorists and criminals to network. As a result, questions are raised regarding how much freedom should be given to people using net. Now the question is here that how much freedom should be given to the people using the net. For example, should they be allowed to send unsolicited emails to strangers? Can you advertise your product in chat rooms? Should government be allowed to read private emails to trace down terrorists? How much regulations is justified and who should regulate? Political theory has a lot to teach us about possible answer to these questions and is therefore very relevant. Now the question is that how much freedom should be given to the people while they are using the internet, because internet is having both opportunity and threat to the society. As we have discussed, it provide opportunity to the human activists and the other activists to connect with one another around the world, and it also give a platform to the terrorists to connect with one another. So we have to decide, the government has to decide how much freedom the government should give to the citizens or the people to use the internet. Should government be allowed to read private emails to trace down terrorists? Here, if we see this point, that if government is reading our private emails, that we have a fundamental right of privacy, but should government be allowed to read private emails to trace down terrorists? Political theory has a lot to teach us about possible answer to these questions and is therefore very relevant. So in this way we can say that political theory is very relevant to give the answer to above mentioned questions. The next topic is putting political theory in practice. In this textbook, we are focused on one aspect of political theory. Which aspect? That which deal with the origins, meanings and significance of political ideas that we are familiar with, such as freedom, equality, citizenship, justice, development, nationalism, secularism and so on. Political theorists have asked what is freedom or equality and provided diverse definitions. So the ideas like freedom, equality, justice, nationalism, development, they have different definitions, or we can say they have diverse definitions. They do not have a single definition which can justify their मीनिंग. कोई एक ऐसी डेफिनेशन नहीं है जो कि इन कंसेप्ट्स की जो है क्लियर कर सके, justify कर सके. So we have many definitions of these concepts in different time frames. Unlike in mathematics, where there can be one definition of triangle or square, we encounter many definitions of equality or freedom or justice. Like in mathematics, we have a one definition of triangle and a square around the world. But when we talk about the ideas like equality and freedom, they have different definitions in different contexts and in different places. This is because terms like equality concern our relationship with other human beings rather than with things, because these ideas, these concepts are related with the human beings rather than the things. Human beings, unlike things, have opinion on issues like equality. Like in the beginning of the chapter, we have discussed that how human beings are different from the other species. So these ideas directly related to the life of the human being, and these ideas have a direct impact on the life of human being. So these ideas have different or many definition in different contexts. For example, people often jump the queues in shops or doctors waiting room or government offices. We see that people often jump the queues in shops or doctor waiting rooms and government offices. Sometimes those who do so are told to get back in line and we feel glad. Sometimes they get ahead and we feel cheated. In both situations, when they come back, we feel glad, but in the case they get ahead, we feel cheated. We send this because we all want equal opportunities. Because we all want equal opportunities. Because while we are standing in a queue, we want an equal opportunity. But when some people jump the queue, we feel very cheated at that time to get goods and services for which we are paying. So why we feel get cheated? Because we all want equal opportunity to get goods and services for which we are paying. So when we reflect on our experience, we understand that equality means equal opportunity for all. So from here we can give a definition of equality. What is equality? What we have understand from the above discussion, that equality means equal opportunity for all. At the same time, if there are separate counters for the old and disabled, we understand that such special treatments may be justified. But on the other side, if there are separate counters for the women or disabled or old persons, we justified that. We understand that such special treatment may be justified. We come to realize that equality must involve some kind of fairness, so that people are not unduly exploited and disadvantaged by economic factor. So from here we come to realize that equality must involve some kind of fairness. Thus you may see that our idea of equality is quite complex. So from here we can see that our idea of equality is quite complex, because on one side, if someone jump the queue, we feel cheated, but on the other side, if there is a separate provision for disabled and old persons, this is justified for us. So from here we can say that idea of equality is quite complex. तो यहाँ से हम कह सकते हैं कि जो idea of equality है वो complex है. Means we can say that there is not a single definition for equality. Equality के लिए कोई एक single definition नहीं है, because एक साइड जब कोई क्यू को जंप करता है तो उससे हमें बुरा लगता है, बट अगर if there is a separate counter for disabled, हम उसको justify कर देते हैं, हाँ ये होना चाहिए, ये ठीक है. When we are in queue or playground, we want equal opportunity. If we suffer from some disability, we want special provision made. As we have discussed both the things, when we cannot even afford basic needs, equal opportunity is not enough. Here is the another point, that the first thing is that the equal basic needs, that basic needs of the people should be fulfilled, because when we cannot even afford basic needs, equal opportunity is not enough. This requires that some agency be made responsible to ensure fairness. From here we can say that we want some agency. Some agency means the government should make certain policies to ensure a fairness in the equality. Political theorists clarify the meaning of political concepts by looking at how they are understood and used in ordinary language. So political theorists, they clarify the meaning of political concept by looking at how they are understood and used in ordinary language. So basically political theorists, they clarify meaning of different political concepts like equality, freedom, justice, citizenship and other concepts. They also debate and examine the diverse meanings and opinion in systematic manner, and time to time they provide the different definitions or diverse meanings and definition of these concepts to the society. Like, when is equality of opportunity enough? When do people need special treatment? These are the questions. How far and how long should such special treatment be given? Should poor children given midday meal to ensure them to stay in school? So these are the questions. Basically, the political theorists try to give answer to these questions, try to justify these questions. In the case of equality, like first question is, when is equality of opportunities enough? When do need special treatments? मीन्स स्पेशल ट्रीटमेंट्स, किसको स्पेशल ट्रीटमेंट दी जानी चाहिए, कितने दिन के लिए दी जानी चाहिए, क्या क्या दी जानी चाहिए, क्या जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनको मिड डे मील प्रोवाइड करना चाहिए टू एनकरेज देम टू स्टे इन स्कूल. These are some questions which they address. As you can see, these issues are eminently practical. They provide guidelines for framing public policies on education and employment. From here we can say that these questions are very important because these questions provide guidelines to our government or to the persons who frame policies on education and employment. So this is for today. We are left with only one topic. We will cover it in next lecture. So students, please watch the PPT carefully and make your notes in your notebooks. Thank you.